to wealthy and winning day 3. I cannot believe we're at day 3. It feels like it is. I know it's only 3 days, but it feels like it's gone super fast. And I'm kind of like, it's over. And then I'm reminding myself, Shona, you said 3 days, chill the fuck out and leave it at 3 days. If people want more, we can tell them where to get more. All right, let's dive straight in, because you're busy, I'm busy, I've got 3 kids and an insane life. So let's just get right stuck into it. Today, we are talking about the limiting belief: rich people are greedy and evil and selfish and disgusting and dirty, and we don't like them, and we will never be like them, right? So let's just get really clear. Money is not linked to our morality or our goodness. More or less money does not make us good or bad, right or wrong. Those who suffer are not better, and those with wealth are not always corrupt. There is a very, very small percent of people who have done the wrong things to have the money that they do. But yet so many of us believe that all rich people, wealthy people, abundant people, secure people are greedy and evil and selfish. And we believe that as the absolute truth for us. So let's take a look at where that belief stemmed from and why it's fiction. Remember, between the ages of 0 to 7, we are little sponges accepting the programming from our environment, the adults, teachers, influence, the situations around us. Did you have lots of wealthy, affluent people in your life as a youngster? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. So where did we adopt this rich equals bad mentality? For many of us, it came through the media we were exposed to. Movies, books, television shows that glorified the poor and the struggling as good, and demonized or made the villain of the wealthy, famous, or influential as bad. Okay, now I'm going to totally betray my age here, but I grew up watching Mean Girls, hating Alison Ashley with Delta Goodrem, if you've seen it, Aussie classic, Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, again, classic. The Worst Witch, the Sleepover Movie, Wild Child, all these fantastic examples of rich equaling the enemy. As a young woman, we are so desperate to understand the world around us. We turn to things like movies, TVs, books, magazines like Cleo, Girlfriend, or Cosmopolitan to try and make sense of our society. When every medium that we're tuning into is telling you there will always be a pretty rich girl who you will dislike and is doing better than you, and you need to hate her, you start to create that in your reality. We have been programmed to fit into these stereotypes we are shown. And it's disappointing and it's horrible, but it happens to so many of us without us even like consciously being aware of it. No one thinks they've put themselves into a little shoebox, but we do. I found myself instantly judging those who had more than me, or those who I saw as conventionally prettier than me, or that I felt like should be my competition, without me ever bothering to get to know them or giving them a chance. They were instantly put in the enemy category. And as we've all grown up and reconnected, I'm glad to say that some of the girls I classed as enemies in high school are now some of my favorite people to connect with. They are all incredibly talented, passionate, funny, kind, down-to-earth women. Sorry, my Hudson's play therapist is texting me and it's coming up on my desktop. That's the type of relationship I have with my kids' therapists, by the way. We text. Oh, was that about healthy boundaries? Oh my God, okay. We can find the same examples with the wealthy bad guy stereotype in many books and movies, right? I challenge you now to think about the films and books you read as a child. Who is the villain? Who is the bad guy? Who is the bully? Was it the rich kid, the corrupt, wealthy mayor, the affluent family, or the private school bully, right? Can you begin to see where these limiting beliefs are stemming from? Think about this. Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, Malfoy from Harry Potter, Regina George from Mean Girls, Walter from Little Rascals, Nanette Manoir from Angela Anaconda, Alison Ashley from Hating Alice, like the name says it, Hating Alison Ashley, Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada, etc., etc. Then as an adult, this belief system is reinforced in every medium we view and are exposed to. We root for the poor underdogs and we wait for the wealthy, successful character to be revealed as this like shocking, I didn't see that coming villain, when we totally see that coming. the way that you think about wealthy, beautiful, successful, and abundant people is either helping you to attract more abundance, or it is hindering you and sabotaging you from the inside out. What's happening is that we are trying to manifest more money on a surface level. We're trying to work on our relationship with money and call in more abundance. We're saying all the affirmations. We're using the I am wealthy statements, and we are nurturing our relationship with money by paying attention to it. Well, you should be after the last 2 days. However, on a subconscious level, if we really believe that rich, wealthy, beautiful, affluent people are shitty, evil, greedy, vain, malicious, corrupt, and dirty people, our subconscious, our inner 7-year-old, is never going to let us achieve the success and wealth we desire. That inner 7-year-old that guides our system and runs our emotional programming is the internal decider of right and wrong. And that belief system is telling us that if we become wealthy and abundant, we will be the wrong person. We will be bad. So we need to first identify where those messages come from. And then we need to break down each one and ask ourselves, is this true? Is this rule actually the truth? Because chances are the rich people we see are actually amazing, philanthropic, kind, down-to-earth humans who worked with passion and integrity to get where they are today. Are there some absolute fucking jerks out there who took advantage? Yes. Did the wrong thing and took steps on people during their rise to the top? Sure, there are out there, but it's not everyone. They are the exception, not the rule. So here's my client example I'm going to share with you today. I have a client, Lauren, and we worked together back in 2018, right? She loved spending time with her Aunt Sarah, who is a very successful jewelry designer. And Aunt Sarah lived in a beautiful townhouse with her partner, Ben, unmarried, choosing to focus on her career instead of having a family. Lauren completely adored her Aunt Sarah, her brightly colored nails, her convertible sports car, even if it was from the 80s, it was still so cool, right? Enormous lipstick collection, and getting postcards from all of her aunt's worldly travels, pre-COVID, obviously. Aunt Sarah would always let her do the fun things like sneak Tim Tams, try on all her beautiful jewelry, the clip-on earrings, drive with her in the sports car with the top down, and Shania Twain cranked, and she even ate popcorn in the guest bed watching movies. However, when Laura was about 12, her parents had a big falling out with her Aunt Sarah. A lot of the dinner table conversations centered around how selfish, greedy, and self-centered Sarah had become. Lauren loved her Aunt Sarah, but she loved her parents even more. So when her parents said, all Sarah cares about is her money, she won't help all of us out. Since she's become wealthy, she's changed. We don't even know her anymore. Lauren believed them. Wealth, in Lauren's mind, became unsafe, selfish, and greedy in her belief system. Even though she was reconciled with Aunt Sarah as an adult, when it came to Lauren's success, no matter how hard she worked, eventually becoming a successful real estate agent for a really well-known brand, she still had zero personal wealth. She might have been driving the car. She might have been looking, designer suits, zero personal wealth. She desired wealth and growth and success. However, it always felt just out of reach. Can you see how Lauren's well-meaning subconscious may be falsely protecting her from losing her parents' love by staying broke and small? Where is your subconscious trying to protect you? Remember this, broke people can be assholes too. Oh my God, I know some broke bitches, right? Broke people can be assholes too. Money and wealth are not accurate indicators of goodness. A broke guy can cheat on an amazing girl. A wealthy guy can cheat on an amazing girl. A broke woman can manipulate those around her for her gains. A wealthy woman can manipulate those around her for her gains. A broke mum can ignore her child's emotional needs. A wealthy mum can ignore her child's emotional needs. Money is not the factor here. So let's remove rich from the phrase. Rich people are greedy, evil, and selfish. And it's more accurate. A rewritten expression could be better described as some people are greedy, evil, and selfish because they don't know better yet. Or even better, you could say like everyone is doing the absolute best they can. Money is only an amplifier and a resource, and it can't change who you really are. So if you were vain and proud before you had wealth, You would be those things even more once you have more wealth. If you were compassionate and empathetic before you had wealth, you would find those qualities amplified once you have amassed wealth. Money magnifies the impact I can have in this world. It allows me to give back to my communities, purchase books to support budding authors, and contribute and invest in startup companies growing other women's dreams. Money and wealth allows me to give back to charities that are close to my heart, create scholarships for high school students, and provide fantastic opportunities and experiences for my family. I promise there is nothing to be afraid of. The money will amplify the best of you. And that's kind of my mic drop moment. Money will amplify the very best of you. So if you're sitting here and thinking, oh my God, I have so much to process, that's good. Go make a coffee, go sit down, have a think, journal on it if you want to, talk to your partner about it, call up your siblings and have a discussion about it, because it can be really, really enlightening about your childhood experiences and how that translates into our belief systems as an adult. However, I want to just take a second to let you know that if you have loved this 3-day challenge, this mini course, if you have got a lot out of it and you want more, if you're wondering what the next step is, then I want you to click the button below and learn a little bit more about Abundant as Fuck. It is a 6-part online course that basically goes so much deeper than what we've touched here. This is like 2% of the iceberg, right? The whole big Titanic smashing, life-changing thing is underneath the surface. We've touched 2%. 6 weeks, incredible value, life-changing experience. Click the button below to find out more. I can't wait to hear your feedback about wealthy and winning. Don't forget to tag me at sexy_selfish or #wealthy&winning so I can give you a little shout out on social media. Thank you so much for joining me the past 3 days. It has been an honor. Thank you for trusting me with your time and your energy. And I'm just really excited to see where you take these teachings and what happens next for you.